Greetings warriors, FiOth here, and in this vid I'm gonna show you how to defeat Eulalia, the harpy boss that comes in as the third major fight in the game. Now I left this intro segment here because I wanna talk about how I suggest you should go about this fight, because on challenge mode or hard mode as it's depicted, it is quite challenging if you don't know what you're doing. So before this fight, you go through the segment, we have to just avoid Eulalia's attacks whilst we're breaking down the barricades in order to get to her arena. The attack that causes those area of effect attacks to damage you is one of the two major issues that you will be running into whilst fighting this boss. So as the fight starts right here, she will attack you in one of two ways. One is this feather attack. She will throw a barrage of feathers that can kill you very, very easily. You have to side run them or get behind some cover. And the second one is those circles on the ground that will explode and cause big chunks of damage. As you can see here, I'm getting behind this pillar, avoiding the attack. And of course, the other attack I avoid by just being perceptive, watching the ground and avoiding the areas that are marked. After 4 attacks, 2 of each kind, she will get into a position to just slam on the ground, possibly harming you, and then attacking you at melee range. This phase will go on for about 50% of her health. Now, what I'm doing here is staying really close to her because these tornadoes that you see going around can kill you very, very easily. If you are really close to her, the chances of actually getting hit by those tornadoes decreases dramatically. Her sweeps will also be totally unable to harm you. If you are between her legs, swiping at them, you will be relatively safe. I was initially using a combo of 3 attacks with the sword and 1 attack with the staff, but that attack with the staff took me backwards and ended up getting me in the way of the tornadoes and causing damage. So just stay in between her legs, keep slashing until you go at about 50% HP. This is the hardest part of the fight because it will fly back into the sky, and what you'll have to face now is a team of harpies on ground level and her 2 attacks again, the explosive circles and the feather barrages. What you should be doing here was keep your awareness on Eulalia and not on the harpies. The harpies are small fries compared to the boss, and what I ended up doing is making sure that I was always full health and only attacking the harpies right after the circles on the ground exploded. When she's about to do her feather attack, it's a very high risk scenario to fight the harpies. If you do not kill all the harpies though, she will never come to ground and you will never be able to hurt her. So here what I did was use a couple of my abilities just to get damage on all of them. Then I finish off the last one, lock onto the boss right away to know what she's doing, avoid the attack on the ground. She continues with her feather attack. Here she nicked me a bit, but it was fine. Just keep healing, be at full health, especially if you're playing on challenge. And after all the harpies are dead and she attacks you a couple of times, she will be back on the ground. Now she mixes her attack up a bit in this segment, like for the last 40% of her HP. But again, the same rule applies, and you just have to get a bit lucky with your RNG. Stay really close to her, don't give her any room to damage you with ranged attacks, and keep spamming attacks to the best of your ability. Here I'm using a special to do as much damage as possible. Slicing and dicing, getting in close whenever she tries to get room in between us. Do not let her get any room in between you and her because she will eat you alive and after a while she'll be dead. I'm trying to cover everything in Asterigos, guys, so sub, like, share and hit the notification bell. Right now I'm making guides, but in the future I might be streaming the game as well. So stay tuned, and until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers!